Come on in, fam. I'm here, yes, absolutely. Come on in. The doorway is open, fam. Come on in, fam. Come on in. Not you, baby. Carolyn, how you doing, family? Look like you're the first one here, Carolyn. Come on in, get comfortable. Get comfortable. Who else we got here? Carolyn is here. Let's give everybody a little bit of time, family. How y'all doing today? Everybody doing pretty good? Feeling good? I know I am. Let me turn that down a little bit. Colleen, big purple heart. Thank you. Thank you very much. Blessings, blessings. Brother Gary is in here. Yeah, I'm super excited, man. I got a surprise visit today. Soul Group showed up. Sister Megan's in town. Sister Megan's in town. Pleasant surprise. We flowing and growing, family. We flowing and growing. All of you are always welcome. Absolutely, you're always welcome. I had some people contacting me. Make sure that you send me a message. Send me a private message if you're interested. If you're interested in ordering your shirt, send me a message. Let me know. How many people we got in? Okay, Soul Group is here. Oh, glad you're here anyway, Mara. That's awesome. I'm glad you stopped in at least to say hello. That's fine. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Enjoy your lunch. So we're going to get started here in a couple minutes. Just in a couple minutes. On yesterday, actually the last couple of days, we've been talking about the 9 pearls, right? We've been talking about the nine pearls, the 9 passageways, the 9 major joints in the body, dealing with the energy flow. And I actually opened up Master's book. I opened this book and I wanted to share something with you. Tai Chi Classics. One short passage out of Master's book. What Master Liao has done here is he's actually translated some of the old Tai Chi classical writings. And this is one of the writings here. Maybe you can find this online. I've never actually looked for it myself online. But Interestingly enough, this particular treatise, this is a treatise by Master Chong Song Fung. Chong Song Fung is, some people say he's a mystical person or deities. Some people think that he's not a real character. Some people actually say that he is credited for creating Tai Chi. You know, that's all their story, his story, or whatever. I'm not really concerned with that. It doesn't matter to me if it's real or not. I know what Tai Chi has done for me, and that's what's important to me. But inside of this Tai Chi classic here is some very important information. Hey, welcome, Richard. And Melissa's here now also? Okay, the room is starting to fill up now. Soul Group is here. So, talking about the Tai Chi classics. Some of you may not be familiar with the Tai Chi classics. There's more than one, obviously. But this particular writing, as I said, it's by Chong Song Fung. Let me turn this down. And the reason that I say that it's perfectly on time is because we've been talking about the 9 joints, the 9 passageways. Remember, talking about the connection with the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, the waist. Remember all of that? Yeah, just on yesterday. So if you missed that, go back and check out yesterday's video. Go back and check that out. It's actually on the YouTube page now as well. Yeah, Mara said a lot of information like that was passed down orally. And you're absolutely right. Back in the day, a lot of stuff was not written down. And there's multiple reasons why it wasn't written down. It was what we call, it was passed orally, or mouth to ear. Mouth to ear. So from the teacher's mouth to the student's ear. And then there's a higher level than that. We call it heart to heart. When there's a transmission that takes place heart to heart. And that transmission usually doesn't take place for the student that just come and go sporadically, but usually for the more dedicated students, you know. He says, tough to really nail it down exactly who is who, and there's very much written down. Exactly. So I'm not really concerned about who wrote it and all that, but it's a very good passage here. Let's read it. Let me read it to you. So, Tai Chi Classics of the legendary Grandmaster Chong Song Fung. He says, once you begin to move, so once we begin to move, talking about like in our Tai Chi form, right? Once we begin to move, he says, the entire body must be light and limber. So we don't want to feel heavy, you know. So although we talk about being rooted, we don't want to be what we call double weighted. If you're double weighted, that means you feel heavy and you're not able to move, right? So we want to be light and limber. Also, he says each part, pay attention to this, family. He says each part of your body should be connected to every other part. So remember those 9 points we talked about? Remember that? Right. So being familiar with those, not only consciously, but being able to feel those particular parts of our body will help us to be more connected mentally, physically, as well as energetically. It helps us to release the tension, to let go of any blockages, right? Let me read this a little bit, family. It says, in Tai Chi practice, the entire body should be coordinated into one complete unit. The body should be coordinated into one complete unit. It says, once you begin to move, the entire body should move. And not just the hand, not just the arm, not just the elbow, and so on and so on. So we shouldn't move in an isolated fashion, but in a cohesive unified method. It says, as a beginner, you should observe this principle at all times. So you see why it's important that I share this information? And that's basically all I wanted to share. It's a little bit longer, and I'm not going to take the time to read it now. I want to get some movement in, family. It's cold. We need to be moving. One more little short passage here. It says the internal energy should be extended. You know how I talk about extending the energy all the time. He says the internal energy should be extended. Also, he says it should be vibrated like the beat of a drum. We should work on some vibration today. He says the spirit should be condensed. So condense that spirit inside toward the center of your body. The spirit should be condensed in toward the center of your body. We can read this later, family. That was Chan Sung Fong. Well, they give credit to him for that anyway. So how's everybody doing? Belinda says, hey, soul group, hey, family. Belinda, I hope your shoulder's feeling better. I see some of my high school mates in here. This is awesome. Here. I see a couple of high school mates back from good old South Carolina. Big shout out to my brother Chris. Such a good brother. Thank you for stopping in, bro. Let's go, family. Let's go. I want everybody in the chat. I want everybody in the live stream actually participating, family. Join us. Don't just watch us. These exercises are not that difficult. And you're just doing the best of your ability. No expert. Don't worry about being an expert. Don't worry about looking silly or none of that. We're beyond that. We do this for our health, family. We do this for our health. It's not entertainment. It's not a show. Anybody that's looking should actually be participating. So here we go. Look at that beautiful carpet down there also. I had to give a shout out. No doubt about it. So we begin standing about shoulders width apart. We want to relax our mind. We want to relax our breath. One thing I notice, family, when I'm training people, the breathing is too hard. It's too harsh. The breathing should be soft, subtle, silent, long, and deep. You know, we talk about the tortoise breath. The tortoise, the turtle. They move slow and they live long. They breathe deep and they breathe long. They breathe silently as well. Let's mimic the tortoise breath. So here we are. Relax the chest. Center your body. Feel the floor beneath your feet. That's your connection to the earth. Your ankles are nice and soft. Your knees are slightly bent, not overly bent. Your pelvis and waist are tension free. You're able to move uninhibitedly. Everything can move naturally. The elbows are slightly bent. I have space between my fingers. My toes and fingers are reflections of each other, meaning that my toes also have space between the toes. We're preparing for takeoff now. We're preparing to take off. Let's go now. Exhale as your body begins to go down. Inhale as you begin to rise up. And we are definitely breathing in our nose and out our nose. Nostril breathing is our method. Nostril breathing. We always begin with a bow in. This is just a way of paying respects. It's a salute. In the Western world, this would be maybe similar to a handshake, a greeting. But to me, it has so much more meaning than a handshake. Exhale down. We're going to go right into shoulder rotations, starting with the left shoulder. Let's do 3 sets of 3. 1. So you want to inhale as your shoulder goes up and exhale as your shoulder goes down. Inhale as the shoulder goes up. Exhale as the shoulder goes down. And change sides, family. Inhale. Nice and relaxed. Soft and subtle. Just enjoying the movement. The full circle of the shoulder. You may hear some clicking and clacking taking place in there. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. You'll notice over time that begins to minimize. It starts to go away because you're lubricating that shoulder joint. You're also increasing your range of motion. That's two on that side. Change sides. You're also increasing your range of motion. Lubricating the joints. Natural. Movement is medicine, family. Change sides. Last set of 3 on the left hand side. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, and this is number 3. Last set, right hand side. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Last one right here, fam. Now both shoulders, we'd like to rotate both shoulders forward at the same time. Same time. 9 times should be plenty. We'll do 9 going forward. That's 3. You can place the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth. The tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Right behind the front 2 teeth. On the hard palate. Yeah, perfectly placed. This is 7 for me. Twice more. This is 8. And number 9. Both arms are beginning to float up in the front of me. Inhale. And expand out wide. Stretch your chest. And then exhale. Turn the palms this way. And then exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out as if you're pushing away. Inhale, gathering, bringing in. Exhale out. Inhale. This is 6. Let's go for 9, family. Inhale. Eight, all the way out. 9, back in. Good, bring the hands here. Now, Exhale out. All the way out. Bring the arms to the side. Sword fingers. The fingers cross over each other this way. Thumb, index finger this way. This is a lung exercise. Let's do it together. Soul group, you know this, right? We're breathing in the nose. Now this is one of those exceptions where we're going to actually open our mouth because we're making healing sounds. There's 6, 7, 8, there's multiple healing sounds. For this exercise, we're going to do the S, like the letter S. We're going to breathe in the nose and then out of the mouth, but we're going to go S as we exhale. Very good for the lungs, okay? Also, there's some other instruction. You can follow me here. We inhale and we lift our shoulders up. Bring them up really high towards your ears. Look up and back. Hold the breath for like 1 beat. And then exhale and make the S sound. Shoulders came down. Also, my hand went from here to here as the shoulders come down. Also, my head was up. The head comes forward. Here's something else, family. Add this to the recipe. As you look up, roll the eyes back behind you, the eyes. So the eyes are also getting exercise, looking up and looking down. Okay? So here we go. Let's do it together. 6 is good for this one, family. Do your full breath. Don't try to move with me at the same time. Do your full breath. And don't strain yourself, okay? This is my last one. Okay, let's do 3 breaths of air. Bring the shoulders down. The arms may be a little tired. Inhale this way. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale down the center. Back to nostril breathing. Revert back to nostril breathing. Got one more. Exhale down. Follow the hands here. Follow the hands here. Inhale. Imagine the breath coming up your spine, all the way up your spine, across the front of your face and down the front of your face, all the way down. You may be familiar with the microcosmic orbit. This is a good time to practice that. Inhale, the microcosmic orbit. Exhale. Good. Exhale. Let's do twice more, family. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale down. Now here we go. Interlace the fingers. Bring the fingers together as so. Interlace the fingers. Inhale. Press the sky away from yourself. Push the sky away. And then shift your weight into your left hip. Still pressing away. Also leaning into that left hip. Both knees are slightly bent. Leaning into that. Open the rib cage. Pressing. Breathe naturally. Look up at the sky at your elbow. And breathe through it. Breathe through any discomfort you feel. You shouldn't feel any pain. If you do, you should always stop. Inhale, come up very slowly. No quick, no abrupt movements. Inhale, exhale, opposite side. Pressing away, looking up. Breathing through the entire body. Feel those ribs expand, open. Everything is open. Inhale, come up. One more time on each side. Inhale, exhale. Take your time, family. Don't rush through it. Allow your body to adjust naturally. Look up. Be kind to yourself. Very good. Inhale slowly. Be very mindful of your knees. Make sure that your knees are bent before you shift into your weight. Make sure your knees are bent. Look up. Very good. That was the last one. Separate the hands. Cross hands. Inhale. Separate the hands. Exhale, sinking down. Knees are bending, but not folding in. Knees are bending and they're pressing out. Imagine lifting something very heavy. Lifting. Carrying it up into the sky and releasing, letting it go. Scooping up something heavy. Fingers are going below the earth's surface, grabbing the energy from the earth, picking it up, carrying it up into the sky. Release. Good. Two more just like that. Deep into the earth. Travel deep into the earth. Cross. That's it. Pick it up. Release. One more just like that, family. Go all the way out. All the way out. Use your imagination. Be playful. Be childish. Be childish. Have fun. Smile if you wish. Last one. Good. Take this into waterfall, family. The back of the wrist. Inhale. Circle and then down. Circle. Inhale, pick up. Waterfall. If you want, you can add some shifting from side to side, or you can stay centered. It's completely up to you. Or you can step forward, step back. We have options. You can stand still or you can step with me, fam. The stepping is the same. Repetitive. Repetitive. Starting to flow now. Starting to flow, fam. You want to split the waterfall into two pieces? We can do that. Work on a little coordination, huh? One down, one up. You can imagine, I'll turn here. The hand is down, it's pulling a thread from the ground, pinching. But don't touch the tips of the fingers. They're almost touching, but not touching. Pulling that thread up. Also, as you're pulling, let me turn sideways again. As you're pulling down, pinching that thread, pulling that thread down. For those of you who are familiar with the Tai Chi posture, single whip, it's the same type of thing. It's that same shape. All right? Make sure there's space between the fingers. And touching but not touching. Work with that a little bit, family. Feel that little Tai Chi ball in there. There's a tiny Tai Chi ball in there. Feel that. Mm-hmm. Feel that. Remember those 9 points that we talked about in the body? The bottom of the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, the waist, shoulder, elbow, wrists, fingers. Yes, feel those points. Waterfall, we split it in two. Pulling it down my midline, right down the center of my midline, dividing my body into two hemispheres, left hemisphere and right hemisphere. Okay, good. Roll right out of that, family. Look, roll right out of that. Repulse monkey. Repulse monkey. Now, very important, repulse monkey. As you reach to the 45 degrees and not behind yourself. Don't reach behind yourself, because as you reach behind, that's putting too much stress on the shoulder joint. The 45-degree angle, no tension there. No tension there. Also imagine compressing or squeezing two Tai Chi balls together here. And then they split. Off to the front, off to the 45. Tai Chi ball coming in, I can hear it, I'm listening to it. I don't bring it into my ear. Notice the shape of this arm. It's not this angle, that's a very acute angle, right? No energy flow here, but here the energy can pass through now. So don't come here, still straight up and down. Right. Compress, split. Compress, split. Pushing forward and pulling back. Pulling back, pushing forward, same time. Also, the elbow is never straight. It's always a little bit bent. Feel your elbow, family. Elbow is slightly bent. That's it. Now you're doing Tai Chi. Squeeze. Separate. This hand, allow it to extend. Use your imagination. Let it grow into the earth. Let it grow. Let it grow into the sky. Allow it to combine the earth and sky energy together. These are things that you should be doing mentally as you're doing your practice. How is the motion working for you? I want to add some steps with this one. I want to add some steps with this one. Let's do a couple steps, family. Let's step backwards. How about that? Let's step backwards, fam. So you see my feet here, right? We'll get the hands in a minute. For now, let's just do the feet. Shift your weight over towards your left side. Your right leg should be able to come off of the ground now. Knee is bent. This knee is bent. Make sure yours is bent. Place this foot behind yourself. One step. Whatever your natural width is, find your natural range of motion. Only the toe, the ball of the foot, is placed down on the ground. Now, at this point, my hands will be like this. Turn this back foot now where it's no longer on a 45. I'll give you another angle soon. Just bear with me. Give you different perspectives here. Begin to shift back. This hand is coming in. Compression is going to be pushing forward. This one is going to be pulling back. At the same time, I'm stepping back. Ball of the foot. I straighten this foot. I'm going to turn backwards and come towards you in a second. Actually, right now. Right now. Pay attention to my feet, family. So you notice, you see these lines on the floor, right? I'm going to place one foot on each line. This foot is on a 45-degree angle. This foot is straight. So, before I go backwards, I adjust this back foot. The only way to adjust this back foot is to have my weight in my front leg, which is my right leg. Now I can turn this foot. I begin to shift back. Ball of the foot. Only the ball of the foot. before I place any weight here, I begin to straighten that foot. Only the ball touches. Before I do any weight transition, I straighten it. And then I can come back. Pay attention to the feet. The hands will get 45 ball. And then straighten that foot. You got it, family. One more time. I start off parallel. I sink my weight down. I step back, only the ball of the foot. Before I transfer my weight, I straighten that foot, and now I begin to transfer my weight back. Now I can pick this front foot up, I can place it back. Only the ball. Now I can straighten it. Remember what I said about the two lines? Look at my feet. Look at my feet. One's on each line, right? They're not on the same line. They're not sharing the same line. Right? Now. See that? How's the backward stepping? It's been way too long. I can feel it in my arms. Yeah, it's been too long, huh? That's what happens, Colleen. Well, we back at it now, family. We're doing it every day, so you'll be fine. Is Tai Chi 360 a separate group to join from Tai Chi Connection Group? Yes, they are different. If you want to get into Tai Chi Connection, you have to send a notice over to Tai Chi Connection and mention my name, and they'll let you in. Someone was asking about Tai Chi Connection, which is another group. So if you want to get in Tai Chi Connection, send an invitation on a request, but mention my name so they'll know that you are real and not a bot. All right, let's do a couple more. Good practice. Nice flow today. Good. You all may notice that I have a few primary exercises that I train with you all. And I would recommend that you definitely add those. Hey, you like that? I love these shirts. I do. Thank you, Sister Pam. Happy New Year. Hey, family, the waterfall. Please add that to your toolbox. The waterfall. Even from a martial standpoint, I can show you how this is used in martial arts as well. It's the same type of flow. All right, let's do some backwards walking. Let's do a little backwards walking. I'm gonna start here. Remember what I said about the two lines. Think about a railroad track, right? A railroad track has two lines, not one line. We want to make sure, no matter if we're stepping forward or backwards, that we're stepping as if we're walking on a railroad track, right? Left and right sides. Don't unify the sides. This is called If you're walking on one line, we call that tightrope. It's not good for us to train our Tai Chi. We want to train having separation here, left and right sides. Sink down first. Shift. Only the ball of the foot touches. Yeah, let's go here. Shift. Watch. You see the coordination here, family? Watch this coordination. Watch this foot. This foot is on a 45-degree angle right now, right? At this point. The minute that this hand turns to go here, this foot, this hip, they turn together. You got this. That's called coordination. Right. Same thing's going to happen on this side. Watch. When I come here, you see that? Same time. Same time. Same time. You can see this. See that? Right. So this movement actually propels the arm to go out. That way it's not just arm movement. That's only arm movement. I just read that passage from Chung Sung Fung, right? That's only arm movement. That's separation. We don't want to separate the body. We want the body to move in a unified fashion. So how do we unify? Well, hip, waist, shoulder, right? Hip, waist, shoulder. Hip, waist, shoulder. Right. Now you see it in real time. Hip, waist, shoulder. Hip, waist, shoulder. Hip, waist, shoulder harmony. Hip, waist, shoulder harmony. Sorry, kitty. You understand what I mean by that hip, waist, shoulder harmony, family? Good. Good. Uh-oh. I flip y'all around there, fam. Hold on. Hold on. My fingers are too big for the camera. There you go. You understand that hip, waist, shoulder deal? Right. So now let's flip this around now. So instead of going backwards, let's come forward now. Let's come forward. Brush knee, twist step. You've seen this before. Why don't you move over here, baby? Stay over there. Here we go. Follow me, family. Tai Chi is known for helping us increase our balance, right? So, just brush here. Brush here. This is here. So, once again, look at my feet. One line, one line. Two separate lines. Not like this. Two separate lines. Now watch as I go forward. First I must shift back for this foot to release. I turn off of my center. This is center. I turn off center towards my 45. Sink down and I move forward. As you go forward, family, make sure you're not leading with your head. Most people have a tendency of leading with their head. Pay attention to people's body movement. And then you can learn what you're doing also. And you can fix it. You can fix it by watching others. Because we're all human. We make human mistakes. Brush knee. Good. 80-20 weight distribution. But now I changed that weight distribution. This is called brush knee, twist step. Brush knee, twist step. So for some of my more advanced practitioners, you can pay attention to some of the nuances, the subtleties, the nano movements. Watch this here. As I shift back, there's a coil here. My body's doing the same thing. Coil. So this will be a deflection. A deflection. This hand is doing the same thing, but it's down here. Watch. So shift back, coil. Uncoil. See the coiling? See the bottom hand coil this way? This one coils this way. And if you see, it looks like a ball. It looks like I'm holding a Tai Chi ball, even here, right? You see that? Tai Chi ball is always present. If you drop the ball, that means you drop your Tai Chi. You can see I'm holding a big ball here, right? Right. Still holding it. Still holding it. Brush low. High. High, hello. Shift back. Remember we talked about with the waterfall, right? Pulling the thread. It's still here, family. It's in all of the movements. It's here. It's here. It's present and accounted for. So you can see how these things overlap into one posture, into the other. So as I turn here and coil, I coil, these bones are turning, right? It's like a self-massage. This is my plucking action. Plucking, just like waterfall. Subtle, but there. Subtle, but still there. Brushing. This hand, fingers are extending far beyond any place I can see, energetically. Energetically, extension, okay? Right? So now I'm here, let's go backwards. Just go right back now. Forward and backwards. I want you to train moving forward and backwards. Forward and backwards. Here's my forward now. You can follow me to the best of your ability. And like I always say, if you get a little confused or a little lost, that's perfect. That's how we learn. The learning is part of the confusion. If you already knew it, you wouldn't be here. I don't think so. Maybe. I would. I would still be here if I knew it. That's just how I am. I'll be here anyway because I love it. Shift, coil, brush knee. Listen to that Tai Chi ball, family. Shift, coil. Coil on the top and the bottom. Brush knee. When I say brush knee, I'm not actually touching my leg, okay? It's a imagination, imaginary brushing. So Sifu would say brushing but not brushing. We don't want to touch our body. Energetically, yes. Energetically, yes. Okay. Y'all getting the hand motion for the brush knee? Where does the eyes follow? Good question. Now we're coming with the advanced questions. So Brother Dan asks, where does the eyes follow? Very good question. Great question. I'll break it down like this. I am assuming you're speaking in regards to, let's say, brush knee. I'll explain it from the brush knee standpoint. And the same rule applies regardless of the posture. But here, right? Where does the eyes go? So, we have a primary and secondary. We only have two hands, right? So one is going to serve in the capacity of being primary, or I would say area most important, right? And secondary being least important. Not meaning that we don't need both hands by any means, but just meaning that the focus changes throughout the movement. And what do I mean by that? This is exactly what I mean by that. So as this hand goes down, it becomes my secondary hand. As this hand is coming forward out of my peripheral vision, because I can see it right now, but I can also see this one. I can see both hands, right? But as this hand begins to come into my primary range of vision, my sight follows the primary hand. Make sense? Here, none of them are primary. They're kind of neutral. Peripheral vision only. But as this hand breaks past peripheral vision and comes into my primary focal point, it becomes my primary concern. It's the dominant hand now. Now it's beginning to go away. It's no longer dominant. It's going into a secondary position. This hand is coming into a neutral point right outside of my peripheral vision, getting ready to become primary. Never turning my head away from here, because this is where my partner is. I want to be able to see my partner, right? Or my opponent. Only the vision is changing. So even here, as the hand goes here, I can still see here. I don't turn my head. I can't see anything over there. 45 degrees, I can still see here. And I can see this hand going back and coming in now. It's coming in because it's becoming my primary hand. So I follow this hand. I'm not just looking at my hand. I see everything, but this is my primary hand. Now it's going back into secondary. This one is becoming primary. My head is 45 degrees, it's not turned. I'm here, I can see here, I can see here, I can see here. Now this is coming into primary. It's my most important focal point at this point. This hand, not necessarily so. It's left dominant and becoming secondary. Becoming secondary hand. As it descends down, it becomes secondary. As this rises up, it becomes primary. My primary focal point. Same thing going backwards, Dan. As this hand goes forward, for repulse monkey, this is my primary focal point. As this hand goes back, it comes from primary to secondary. As I step back now, this hand goes down, it's becoming secondary. This is now primary. Peripheral vision is picking this up. Now remember, for peripheral vision to work, we gotta have these eyes right. Can't have this, because that's just focused on one thing. But this right here, boy, I can see it all. Now I got that hawk vision working. Also remember, when we're training this type of vision, we're also training our intuition, family. It taps into a whole nother part of the brain. This, nah. We don't want that. That's force. This is relax. Chill. Make sense, family? Dan was asking about the eyes. Very simple, Pam. I always make a big mess out of things. Pam just broke down that 10-minute explanation into 4 simple words. Maybe 4 seconds. I went 10 minutes, she went 4 seconds. That's why I always say, Sister Pam, you're a wonderful teacher. She says, follow the active hand. Yeah. As Sister Pam says, follow the active hand. I would agree with that wholeheartedly. What time is it? 3:02. Sister Pam says, follow the active hand. Let me write that in my notes. You get it, fam? All right. Let's do a couple of these and we're going to bow out. Do a couple of these with me, family. Just for coordination. I want to work change doors. $45. Straight. Watch this. Straight. 45. Straight. Straight. 45. Straight. I want you to be able to change from right to left, left to right, seamlessly, without even thinking about it. Just boom. That's where we're headed. This simple exercise is going to get you there. Straight. 45. Straight. Straight. We're almost done. 45. Straight. Straight. 45. Straight. Straight. 45. Straight. 45. We're done, fam. Straight. Good. We're done. Come back to this. Get that change door that we just did. You see how we went from left to right, right to left? You can get it if you practice this. Let's take 3 breaths of air, family. Inhale. Inhale up. Like that. Right. There you go. And then exhale right here. Feel that tailbone stretch down. Feel that crown point stretch up. At the same time. Yes, same time, up and down. One more like that, fam. One more. Tailbone down, crown point up, same time. Oh yeah, we're healthy because we do Tai Chi. We're healthy because we do Tai Chi. That's it. Let's bow out with this one. Thank you, Tai Chi. Thank you for keeping the soul group healthy, family. Thank you. Thank you, Tai Chi, for taking care of the soul group. Keeping us happy and healthy, family. What a beautiful exercise. What a beautiful exercise. The founders. I wish I could give all the founders a big hug right now. I wish I could give all of the founders a great big hug right now. Everybody that preserved these exercises, man, I wish I could just squeeze their neck right now. Just to sit down and break tea with them. Wouldn't that be marvelous, family? They're not here, and we are. They preserve these exercises for us, so they live through us. They live through us. Big hugs, family. Soul group. Soul group. Before you rush off, you already know. You know. Before you rush off into social media world or into your busy life, share a hug with Seafood before you take off, family. Share a hug right here, digital hug. And I mean, really, like, if you're not real with it, don't even waste your time. But if you are, breathe deeply into your heart and visualize you and I. We just met somewhere, all of us, the entire soul group. All is mental. We can meet anywhere you like. Okay, we can meet right there. That's perfect. I like it here. Who chose this spot? This is a great place to meet. Thank you, Soul Group. Thank y'all. I trust that everybody is doing well, or you wouldn't be here today meeting with us. I trust that everybody is doing well, or you would not be here meeting with us today. It's awesome. 3 times a charm. Hey, Sister Megan's in town. Soul Sister. Met her today in person. And you know what's real funny? When you meet somebody and you felt like you've actually known this person forever. Yeah, that's the vibe I get from Sister Megan. Forever. Forever. Longer than that. Super fantastic vibes. Glad we got to finally meet. I can add her to the list now. Slowly but surely, I'm going to meet everybody in the soul group. That's the goal. If you don't come here, I'm coming there. If you don't come here, I'm coming there. I have no problem with that. I'm a traveler, family. I like to get on the road and just roll out with Tai Chi. That's what I normally do. Just get out and just roll. And meet up with Tai Chi friends. That's the Tai Chi life. I'm looking forward to actually coming to some of your communities, putting together some workshops, some seminars, whatever it may be. I don't care if it's just 4 or 5 people. That's how we started off some great groups that grew to be 70, 60, 70 people. All we need is 4 or 5 people to get together. And I'm not letting anything keep me from traveling. I'm ready to go at any time. I got plenty of masks here, plenty of facial mask. And I'm not going to let anything keep me from meeting family. So if you're not scared to meet up, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's put it together. Let's get together. Also, family, you've seen these wonderful t-shirts, right? You've seen the wonderful t-shirts, right? Go ahead and get your t-shirts before the first order is gone. I want to see Soul Group wearing the t-shirts. Send me a picture, family. Help me spread the Tai Chi 360. You know that we're putting out a good message. You know that. So help me do that, family. Help me do that. The proceeds are definitely going towards something that's good. I'm going to give you all a quick rundown on a big project that we're working on now. A big project that we're already working on. Actually, I was contacted by a young lady, and you'll get to know her. A wonderful young lady. been through some traumatic times in her life as a young kid. She was, and she'll tell the same story very openly. She has it on video and she shares it, so it's not like I'm telling her business or anything. But her family, they touched her in the wrong way. The men, sexually touching on her, and they raped her. She's a victim of rape. She grew up in that environment. And none of us can even imagine what that must be like, to be molested by your own family, anybody at all, to be molested, period, But her family members were passing her around. And she's a phenomenal young lady. As part of her outreach, she's been going out, sharing her horrible story with the world. Sharing her horrible story with the world, because there's so many other women and men that have also been taken advantage of sexually as children and as adults. Yeah, these people are horrible. They don't know the impact that they have on people's lives. They can ruin people forever, mentally and physically as well. But she's now one of my students, and you're going to get to know more of her. We're focused on this real world issue. These are the types of issues that I would like to be involved in, really making a difference in helping humanity. The numbers are really crazy, statistical wise, as far as the amount of women that's been raped. You would not believe it. Right here in America, family. Right here in America. So she and I, and some of you as well, we're working on a huge project. And she'll be coming in to live in the school here. She's getting trained. She's already got some martial arts background. And she's going to be coming studying Tai Chi, meditation. And she's a phenomenal speaker. We're going to be training the youth. Hopefully, none of our youth have to face such horrible, horrific issues in life. But if they are faced with these type of issues, at least they can know how to go about at least attempting to defend themselves if necessary, or at least go about getting in touch with the right people who can help them, not feeling isolated, not feeling all alone. It's an outreach program. Not only is it preventative, but also we're going to deal with people who need rehab. We have counselors involved, specialists that's going to be helping us. It's a phenomenal program. We also have some, I'll say big, but these people don't like to be thought of as being big. But I say they're big because they're pretty massive in their work that they've done inside of the Tai Chi, Qigong, and the meditation community. That's reached out to me. I won't call any names right now, but you'll start seeing these names and these faces showing up, especially inside of our meetings for the Consciously Connecting Humanity. That's another group that we started. Sister Pam is involved in that, and a couple other people here in the Soul Group. And we're dealing with real issues. There's enough other distractions taking place. All of this stuff dealing with politics and race and gender issues. I'm not belittling any of that stuff. But if you look, family, it's only a bunch of separation that's coming out of that stuff. That's it. To me, it's not real. It's all fictitious. It's all man-made garbage, and it's just to separate people. All of it's separating humanity, if you look at it. All of it is. I hadn't seen any of it unifying humanity. They're even separating the genders. We have what 900,000 genders now. It's really a bit too much. And there's some real world issues if you want to get involved. If you really want to get involved and stop being entertained by all of this other stuff, we can really make a real impact in humanity, and that's what I'm focused on. I don't care about any of the politics. They'll figure that stuff out on their own. It'll take care of itself. They won't miss me one bit. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to be helping out these ladies and these young men that are being sexually abused. To me, that's real. That's real. And there's other real issues out there. But we're starting here. And if you're interested in helping us out in this current project, send me a message, a private message, and just let me know that you're interested in coming on board. The funds from the T-shirts, those funds will be going towards supporting, that cause as well. So it's not like I'm trying to make money to support my family or my lifestyle or anything like that. No, I'm strictly focused on this. I call it. To me, they're wounded warriors. They are. They've been wounded, and I'm just focused on helping these young warriors get their life back together, to feel human, because they feel less than human. They really do. So family, that's what I have going on. So please stay tuned. If you're interested in joining in and just listening in on our Consciously Connecting Humanity project, we meet every Tuesday on Zoom. Every Tuesday on Zoom, we have a meeting, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're still in the beginning phases. We're putting everything together, all the professional stuff and all of that. But hey, drop in so you can see what we're doing, what the idea is, and maybe you can find out how you can also be of assistance as well, because it's all about giving back, helping, being service. How can we be of service to humanity? That's what it's all about. I think I ran my mouth enough. What time is it? I'm gonna take a little chill. I got a private lesson at 5 o'clock on Zoom. I had a group that I teach on Zoom on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've got about 5 people that I teach Tai Chi on Zoom. So I'm gonna take me a little tea break, and I'll be looking forward to receiving some messages from everybody in regards to T-shirts, in regards to supporting the Consciously Connecting Humanity. If you're interested in attending our meeting on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom, we'd be more than happy to have you. Just to come in and listen. You can be a fly on the wall, just listening, just to see what we have going on. All right? Just stay trained up, family, and do your best to stay away from any of that negativity out there. And don't waste your time chasing behind all of the stuff, because trust me, you're going to look back later, a few months from now, and you're going to see that you just wasted your energy. That's it. You could have been doing something else. Unless you enjoy the entertainment. I don't enjoy that type of entertainment, personally. I'll holler at y'all later, family. Peace. I love you all. Stay safe. Stay safe. Continue to be healthy. Follow the mandates. The mandates that's out there. Make sure you follow those. Continue to get some sunshine and some fresh air. Whenever you can take off that mask, if you're alone and not in the public, take it off, family, in your backyard or something. Yeah, take it off, because we still want to breathe fresh air, and we want to receive the chi and the prana from the source. We still want to do that, because there's nothing floating around in the air that's going to attack us. There's no boogeyman out here. All right? So we have to be smart. We need sunshine. If we don't get sunshine, we got trouble. Vitamin D. That's for sure. Our body will deteriorate. All right? I'll see y'all soon. I'm going to have me a little hot tea, and I'll be checking the downloads here, the stream, to see what came in. It's all good. I love you guys. Peace.